Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. A lot has been happening in the southeast, but this time around it's in Imo State, and guess what? It's heartbreaking for some. Most people have cried out why such should happen, and it has to do with the demolition of state-of-the-art hospital or ultra-modern hospital that was built by the previous government headed by Rochas Okorocha. Most people believe that why the present governor in Imo State is doing just this is just because of a personal vendetta that had existed between the two political giants before now. Some people also are of the opinion that it's because he's not sure of the building of Rochas Okorocha. That's why he's taking that drastic step. We're going to be reading some of the things that Imolites have said, and also we'll give you details about this. According to the news, the state-of-the-art hospital built by immediate past governor of Imo State, His Excellency Rochas Okorocha, is at the moment being demolished by the current governor of the state, Chief Hope Uzodinma, in what many commentators have described as a badly thought out act of political vendetta. The hospital built with Imo Fund has been fully completed structurally, while the necessary hospital equipment are the only thing awaited for the hospital to kick into full operation. The hospital named Sumtochukwu Hospital is one of the over 30 hospitals initiated or completed by the Okorocha administration in 8 years of holding sway, and is also a major legacy of the Okorocha administration, as it's situated at the site of a major market relocated by that administration, in keeping to the advice of respected development experts and safety professionals, since they said the location of the said market had posed some security and health challenges as disrupting the modernization and urbanization ambition of the state government. Okorocha had built new markets in Egbeada, Ubomiri, Naze, Akwakuma, Amakohia, and Ohi, all suburbs of the capital city, before relocating the old Ekwenonwa market. More than 10,000 shops were built at these new locations to meet the surging demands by traders. However, Uzodinma administration, in what some people believe is a misdirected political vendetta, ensured that some of the new markets are not occupied, as he encouraged traders to return to the old market located in the heart of Owerri. Hmm. According to Chief Joseph Nze, a community leader in Owerri, the idea of demolishing the new hospital is an affront on the people of the state. These hospitals and many other such structures built by Okorocha administration were not built with the former governor's personal funds. He built them with Imo State funds, public funds. So when you go on a demolition spree of project initiated by your predecessor, when you haven't built any at all, you should know that you are not fighting Okorocha but fighting Imo State people. Reactions have come up from different quarters, and I'm going to read some of the reactions of certain persons. This one says, I they don't have land, that's why the man demolished it in order to build a market, and that is why they are drawing their stupid maps to include Niger Delta as their Biafra. So sorry for these people. What a shame. They keep on exposing themselves to us every day in Niger Delta. We stand. This one says the hospital has nothing inside. In fact, they have not even completed the tiles. I'm surprised to see those painting inside that particular hospital. This is not what we expected. And this one say only in Nigeria, South Africa, this rubbish can happen. Instead of continuing from where the predecessor government stopped, they now think the best thing is to demolish it and stylishly embezzling money in the name of a new project. God, why did you land me in Nigeria? My brother, we are here to fix the country. And some people also are saying that the hospital has not been completed and there was nothing inside. But I'm surprised to see the pictures look Some people said, and this one said, I hate this Uzodinma administration, but whatever evil he is doing today was initiated by Rochas, whom I call the worst governor of Imo State. Rochas is not a good guy. And this one says that place is for market in the master plan of the state by late Chief Sam Mbakwe. Rochas, out of hatred he had for Owerri people, demolished it and built hospital. Common sense would tell you that the location is not good for hospital. Rochas wasted Imo people's funds. Can see some persons are already in support of the current administration. This one said this is totally rubbish and ridiculous. How can you demolish such a gigantic structure just because of politics? For goodness sake, does he think he is going to spend 8 years in government house? What a radical waste of resources. And this one says here, this is some of the mistake Hedio have made. He should stop fighting Rochas and carry on with good governance. Otherwise, it will be too late for him. Another person said, hopeless hope. I believe he is not the kind of governor that he should be. He's not paying salaries and pension. Now he's busy demolishing his predecessor's legacy project. We are watching. Wow. A lot of things. People are saying a lot of things here. And I just want to look at this with all amount of objectivity. Well, this has been one of the greatest challenges whenever there's a swap in a party in a particular state. Anytime PDP comes in or APC takes over from PDP or PDP takes over from APC, what is always noticeable is the fact that this one tries to play down on all the achievement of the previous administration. And guess what? For me, it's not good enough. I know that possibly Uzodinma may have some very good reasons why he's doing what he is doing. But I am of the opinion that if that structure was meant for hospital and that particular place was actually meant to be, market based on the master plan of Owerri local government, I feel that there would have been possibly some adjustment done in the building, and then you see how you can restructure it to become a market again, than totally demolishing that structure. Already there had been so many noise on the internet concerning the issue of his inability to pay pensioners. Why not use the money you're going to use to demolish this house? Because I know they're going to still spend money to demolish the house. Why don't you use it to pay the pensioners and then see how you can restructure this other building and turn it to the market based on the master plan that is available, than just demolishing it? What I'm seeing there is a very huge structure. It's not a small structure. That's a big structure. And being a big structure, it's expected that, hey, it shouldn't have been demolished. You understand? Demolishing it, it's clearly you are showing that you have little or no respect for the previous administration, and that's not good enough. I'm so, for me, I'm so uncomfortable with it, because this thing has been happening virtually in all the states in Nigeria. Whenever a new government takes over, they start with hunting their previous leaders. Good governance is what we are earnestly desiring. You understand? What had happened in the past has happened. No need to try to play down on what this other person, because guess what? The next 8 years you'll be out of that position. And imagine, after painstakingly trying to fix the whole state, another person shows up and begin to demolish the things that you have fixed. How would you feel about it? Just to ensure that your legacy, there is nothing that they can mention which is traceable, something good that they can mention which is traceable to you. Hey, everybody would not feel good about that. You understand? So for me, I feel that as much as Uzodinma has a lot of plan for the people of Imo State, he should a little bit roll out his plan, and possibly let his plan be to enhance what has already been on ground, that possibly destroying it. Because just like one of the commentator, one of the respondents have said, come to think of it, you going ahead to demolish the structure and all of that, you are wasting the state's resources. That is the truth. You are wasting the resources. That place can be turned into anything. I tell you the truth. Maybe it was supposed to be a hospital, but as long as it's a building, you can restructure it and turn it to something good. You understand? But right now, it's been demolished and there's nothing anybody can do about it. You are the one, you are the boss. Imagine another person comes on board again and possibly Uzodinma will build a mighty building there for market. And he comes in and demolish it again. You just realize these guys are just wasting money without taking into consideration the people. Vendetta is not good enough in leadership. Later we work towards the right thing, achieve it, and keep making sure that there is developmental strive every minute and time in a particular state. Well, that's where I'd like to leave you. Go to our comment section. Let's interact. What do you have to say about the demolition move of this particular political?